Hi all, welcome to my channel JAIOps. Whoever watching, please subscribe and comment about your queries and feedbacks. So we are starting Kubernetes Warrior 2026 series, and this will be complete zero to hero with security as well. So I'm going to cover everything which is in Kubernetes official document. So you can refer complete documentation of Kubernetes. So I'm going to cover everything. You might write your exams also, like it might be CKAD, CKA, CKs, everything. Okay, so we'll discuss like what I'm going to cover. Okay, so I'll just show you the roadmap. One more important thing is, if you want me to continue this series and if you want a new video, I need 30 comments for every video. If you give 30 comments per video, I'll do next video. Okay, so that is only thing I am looking for. So let's move on. One more important thing is, I'm going to cover everything in Kubernetes from fundamentals to production, right? And also there will be no fluff, no nonsense. You'll be talking only technical things and we'll be talking only hands-on, nothing else. So what exactly we are going to achieve here? So this is around 16 weeks duration time if we do on a stretch. But like I said, if you give 30 comments, you will get a video. That's it. So we'll be having around 260 plus topics. We'll be dividing that into 19 modules. And we are also completely adding security. So this is not a simple thing. So it will have all the things which are required for the CKS level as well. So this is complete course, like the reason why the course is Kubernetes Warrior. So what exactly is Kubernetes? We'll just see the definition of what exactly is Kubernetes. So most of the time, if you see, think of a Kubernetes as a traffic controller for your applications. So you tell it what you want and it handles the rest. So you are not going to do anything manually. If you are doing it manually, like for example, you'll SSH into your server, you will start your application, then you fix if something goes wrong. But what exactly Kubernetes does? Kubernetes is something you will manage through commands, that is API commands. Everything will be done automatically. It will have auto restart, auto startup. So how that works? So most of the time when we are talking about Kubernetes, we will be talking about self-healing, right? There is no concept of server is going down. It is always like if something goes wrong on the node or server, your application will move to a different node or server. We'll discuss that in depth when we are talking about architecture or when we are going into the course. And one more very important concept of Kubernetes is auto scaling. So if there are any requests coming into your application, or if it is growing like anything, Kubernetes will auto scale automatically. Nothing but like if there are any traffic spikes or if your application is growing drastically, it will auto scale with respect to the traffic. It will add resources and it will manage your application. And whenever your traffic goes off, it will bring down the resources whatever it has launched. Then it has bin packing, nothing but like it saves your money by fitting applications tightly. There is no chance of losing your resources or wasting of any thing. And also you need to know the three concepts. Okay, so to memorize, that is cluster, node and pod. We'll go in depth of what it is, but right now you just understand what is a cluster. Cluster is nothing but group of computers, or you can say group of servers or group of nodes. What is a node? One single server or one single node, one single computer is called a node. Then a pod. Pod is the one which is having all your applications, that is one running application. So you'll have cluster, group of nodes, and your pod will be running inside a node. So it works on my machine, it works everywhere is what we require, right? Like if I'm developing something on my laptop, it should work everywhere. It's not like I'm developing something on my laptop and it's not working on this production. That is the case before Kubernetes or before containerization. But when we have containerization in place, this is not a thing anymore. So one more important thing is that you should already know containers before you are going through this course. That is the prerequisite for this course. Nothing but you can go for the Docker course. You can get Docker course anywhere in the online, or you can get Docker course in YouTube. If you know Telugu, you can go to my channel Tech IT Factory and you can learn Docker in Telugu as well. So now we'll talk about distributions. What are the distributions that we have? Nothing but like how I practice or how that works in the production, how that works in the real world. We'll see that. You can have local deployment, that is Minikube kind or Docker desktop. Minikube is something where you can go and install that in your laptop and you can practice complete Kubernetes. So this is best for beginners. It just creates a virtual machine. Then you have kind. This is best for CI/CD and runs in Docker. Then you have Docker desktop. If you have Windows machine, it is very easy for you to install Docker desktop and work on Kubernetes. And you have lightweight and edge machines as well. Like if you are working on IoT, Internet of Things, then you can go with K3S, that is production grade, which is 50 MB binary and use if less than 2 GB memory. Only if you have very less memory with you, okay, so you can use lightweight edge systems as well. Then you have production. You are going with KubeADM. If you are like on premise, you will be installing with KubeADM. That is the standard way when you are managing the Kubernetes, nothing but a self-managed Kubernetes server. Otherwise, you will be going with the managed services that might be on any cloud, EKS, AKS, GKE, whatever the cloud it is. You will deploy that and cloud will manage all your control plane. You will be managing all the nodes. Don't worry about what is control plane and nodes. We'll definitely look into that as well. So this is the 16-week plan. So we are warriors, so we are going into the battle of Kubernetes. So week 1 to 4 will talk about fundamentals, week 5 to 8 will talk about core concepts, then week 9 to 10 will be having data and config, phase 4 will be learning networking and scheduling, then operations, then the very important aspect of security, then we'll go into the advanced topics as well. So this is something where like we are going from scratch, or you can say like no knowledge to a warrior. Nothing but you will have complete administration, you will have complete development, you have complete security whenever you are thinking in point of your certifications. So what exactly we are going to cover? We are going to cover every aspect of Kubernetes with respect to the official documentation of Kubernetes. If you go to Kubernetes official documentation, we are covering everything whatever is mentioned in the documentation. So if you want to know the topics, you can read through here. Like if you have like we are going with the fundamentals first, then we'll talk about architecture, then kubectl plugins, kubeadm, high availability, then we'll talk about administration, like how you're going to manage your cluster, then images and registries with respect to the containers, then we'll talk about pods, life cycles, probes, QoS, then workloads of deployment, stateful sets, jobs, then data and config, like storages are very important. Then we'll talk about config maps, secrets, quotas, networking and scheduling, like we'll talk about services, gateway, API, ingress, then scheduling, like how you do affinities, taints, priorities. We'll also go with observation and operations, like how it is auto scaling, how you do the observability in Kubernetes. Then we'll go with the security, like API access, RBAC, workload identity, controls, network, data protection, compliance. Then advanced extensibility, like we'll go with CRDs, operators, plugins, Helm, customize, API groups, and also we'll do complete hands-on lab. So every module will have hands-on lab. This is like I said, like this is complete no nonsense course. So we'll completely do a technical discussion, then we'll do hands-on. That's it. So you can clone the repository. I'll give you the repository. I have not yet created, but I'll create a repository and you can begin with foundations, that is to install Kubernetes, right? Then spoils of war. So prepare for industry standard certifications. You can go for CKS, CKAD, CKS, anything you require after this course. Like I'm going to cover everything which is required for these certifications as well. So become a Kubernetes warrior. Happy learning. The repository awaits. So I'll give you the repository. So if you want to continue this series, if you want me to go for the next episode with installations of Minikube, Kind, K3s and KubeADM. Just comment. I want 30 comments to start next video. Thanks for watching this video and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.